Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about how I make my fire ant bait traps. For me, I'm a tree climber, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the tree down with a foliar spray. So first I'll show you the bait traps and then I'll show you the spray that I'm going to put on the tree. Small drill bit. Cane sugar is for the boric acid, so I mix these two together and the ratio is 3:1. So if I do, and the reason why the ratio is 3:1 is because if you put 1:1 and you put 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of boric acid, you're probably just going to kill the fire ant right there in the jar, and it's probably not going to carry the food back to the colony and then kill the queen. So if you want to effectively have the ants eat it and take it back to the nest and then die in the nest, you want to do a 3:1 ratio. So 3 cups of sugar is going to be 1 cup of boric acid. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. The way that these, hi, buddy. The way that these chemicals work is by attacking their nervous system, their stomach, and their exoskeleton. When you're putting water in this, you really only need maybe a tablespoon of water, like something super small like that in there. You want it to be like granular, kind of like grains. This is actually okay too, like this will definitely work because it's sticking together, and that's the whole point of this process, is just to get it all to stick together. It's okay if it's kind of chalky like that too. It'd be better if it was chalkier and like crumbly like this, instead of too wet. You don't want it like swampy wet. We are also going to add in a tablespoon of probate. I have 6 of these traps that I'm gonna set today and hopefully destroy a bunch of these little fire ants. We're out here checking these fire ant bait traps that I set yesterday, and it looks like there is red little fire ant. Here's the bait jars that I put out. They're working. The ants are crawling inside of the jars. And then I've also put bait out just for them to crawl on and eat, and it's working really well, as you can see. So this is a mixture of granules with the paste that I put together. So I'm using that Bait Pro and the sugar and boric acid all together, and I think I may have hit where they're living, like right in those cracks. Look at how many there are. It's crazy because you can't really see them from out here. Like, it doesn't really look like anything. So any cracks and crevices in the tree that you can put the paste, that way when they're climbing up or climbing down the tree, they're gonna find that on their way down or on their way up. I'm gonna sprinkle this granular stuff all around the base of this tree. And right here, I don't see any mounds, so I think they're living within the tree. This tree also has fire ants in it. Root flare, they're crawling up right here by the root flare, and then they're also right here. There's more than one nest. You want some of the paste on this trunk, that trunk, this trunk. So really you want to paste every trunk that's on the tree. That way you have a higher chance of having them carry back the poison to the queen. I like to set these traps like this is because those traps that you're seeing are kind of waterproof in the container, but they can crawl inside. So if it rains and it washes away some of the potent ingredients that we just put on the trees, then we still are being effective by having these traps out here that are kind of weatherproof. And also, if you have animals in the area and you don't want to put the paste close to the root flare of the tree because you think your animals might eat it, this is the other option. That part where the eggs was face down? Yeah, that's, so they have eggs. Where did you find that?
Just like this.
Wow. So there's probably a ton of fire ants right underneath us right now, just cruising around. Okay, so then we don't have fire ants crawling on our boots. I use a spray of clove oil and orange oil, and we've sprayed down our boots and our legs with clove and orange oil. and the ratio to that is 1 ounce per quart of water. So 1 quart of water in a spray bottle, you're gonna do 1 ounce of orange oil, 1 ounce of clove oil. Ants seem really aggressive when they're under the leaves of the trees, but if you just see them crawling up on the wood of the tree, they don't seem that aggressive. We actually tried to get the fire ants to bite us on the arms earlier, and we put the fire ants on our arms and they wouldn't really bite us. But as soon as Angelina, she actually put her arm under a leaf and then rubbed her arm on the leaf, and they fell right onto her skin and bit her immediately. There are plenty of ant baits out there, and some are really expensive and some are super cheap. I found that there are 2 main ingredients that kill fire ants. They are toxic, so obviously you don't want these around like a waterway. And if you do, then you could probably use the containers like I was showing how to make those. Amdro contains a chemical, and the chemical that kills these ants is called hydromethionine. It's a metabolic inhibitor that kills fire ants by disrupting their energy production. It prevents insects from making adenosine triphosphate, ATP, a compound that most biological processes need for energy. Without ATP, insects become lethargic and stop eating and eventually die. That product has like 4.7 rating on Amazon. Link in the description. Advion. This one is like twice as much money, and it has indoxacarb. Indoxacarb is a low toxicity insecticide that kills ants by blocking sodium channels in their nervous system. Pretty simple. I've heard great things about both of these. A little more budget friendly might be the Amdro. They both come in a package of 2 pounds. Amdro is definitely the cheaper option. They're just gonna have different scents probably for the ant, but they're both targeted towards ants. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you kill those ants that you've been trying to kill. I want everyone to eliminate their ants forever. Anyway, have a great day. Have a freaking great day, and we'll see you in the next video.